Okay, I'm doing a video to support the nurses who are on strike. And I'm going to explain at the end of the video what did happen to me when I was on strike. Because I'm a retired, I'll say that again. I've just woken up from an afternoon nap because I'm 73 and I'm a retired coal miner. And I'm sitting, and I must add as well, I'm disabled coal miner, 73. I got a hernia now and heart trouble and all that, but I enjoy life now more than ever because a lot of miners I worked with have gone, and last year 2 of my best friends died. A lot of my friends, there's so many I know now gone. So I'm happy that I'm still alive, still able to get about a bit, but not much. And as you can see, I got a beautiful view here. I'm sitting on my bed. I live up in an old age bungalow in Pontiats, and this is what I do most of the time, is sit on the bed, get up in the morning, have breakfast, sitting on the bed, enjoy my view. I sit on my bed more, enjoy my view than what I do watching TV or anything. Anyway, we'll get back to the nurses strike because I want to do a video to support the nurses, right? Because they supported me when I was on strike. Right, we'll go back now to 1984, the miners' strike. I split up with my first wife. I was happily married, working underground, 3 children. My first wife went out to work in open cast site of all places. She was working in a canteen in open cast and she was a good-looking woman, my first wife. And the next thing I knew, she started having an affair. So things got heated up and she wanted a divorce, wanted me out. And I thought, I better get out because we were arguing all. And it wasn't fair for my 3 children, who were very young at the time. So I decided to go. I could see she didn't want me anymore. She had somebody else, and I went, and I knew the councillors, and I was given a 3-bedroom house in Carway. And of course, I never did want a divorce. I tried to save my marriage, but she was deeply in love with this guy. And as soon as I moved out, he moved in. And I was, in a way, lucky to have a 3-bedroom house, but I had a 3-bedroom house in Carway so that my children, 3 children, could come and stay with me. And back then, 1984, it was easy to get a council, especially in Carmarthenshire, West Wales. Anyway, I moved in. The first wife wouldn't give me nothing from the house. Well, I let her keep everything for the kids anyway. She wanted everything for us, so I didn't want anything. But in the meantime, I was given this 3-bedroom house in Carway, and it was bare. There was nothing there, no carpets, nothing. And my brother gave me a mattress, and I had a blanket and pillow of my late mother. And I bought the electric kettle for £5 to make a cup of tea in the morning. So I'd sleep on the mattress, get up in the morning, have a cup of tea, sitting on the floor, and sleeping on the floor on the mattress in my bedroom as well. And I went down to the Department for Health and Social Security in Carmarthen to see if I could get any money, because now I was on my own and I had a 3-bedroom house, and they would not give me a penny. I'll get back, I'll be saying about the nurses now. I'll just explaining how this come about, okay? I'm building up to the story, how I met these nurses. Anyway, the Department of Health and Social Security wouldn't give me a penny because I was a single man now, striking miner. And I couldn't see my children. They couldn't come down and stay with me, and I had nothing in the house. And I lived for a year without money. But the food parcels kept me going. Anyway, within 3 months, I furnished my house. Everybody in the village of Cowie, Pontiats, and Ponendry gave me everything I needed to furnish house. I had 3 double beds. I had carpets to put down. I had a cooker, an old cooker. I had a fridge freezer. My friend kept in the shed. And my kids couldn't get over that the only thing I bought for the house was a kettle. £5. £5 was a lot of money back then, 1984. So I furnished the house in about 3 months. And I was able to have my children down to stay with me. And I lived next door to a woman her name was Flory. I'll never forget her. She was one of the nicest women I ever lived next door to. She was in the late 70s, and she showed me how to cook, because in the food parcel now we were having butter, flour, lard, sugar, and as the summer was coming in now, I was able to pick blackberries, and I managed to get some apples somewhere, and I was doing apple tart and blackberry tart for my kids. Now Flory was showing me how to do all this, and I started to learn to cook, and I even landed up doing jam out of blackberries. And my kids loved my jam. They took the jam home with them. But sadly, my ex-wife would throw it to the bin and tell them that I was trying to poison them. Yeah, things were really bad between me and the ex-wife, but there we are. This is life, you see. Someone who once loved you and wanted to marry you so much and then hates you. I don't know. Anyway, I lived with no money, but I got by with everybody giving me stuff. And I enjoyed walks. I was walking miles. And 3 of my friends came to get me one Saturday afternoon, and they said to me, come to Llanelli with us for a few pints. And I said to them, no, I can't. I haven't got money. Never mind, they said. They were working. They were in good jobs. They were earning good money. They were good friends of mine. And they said, get changed. We'll phone a taxi and we'll go into Llanelli and take you for a night out. And off we went. I had no money at all. They were paying for the taxi. We got into a pub opposite the library in Llanelli. I forget the name of the pub. I don't know if it was the Mansell Arms or the York or something. Anyway, got into the pub there and we started having a few drinks. And of course, I hadn't drunk now for months, and all of a sudden, a pint or two now was going to my head. I wasn't used to drinking. And I went to the toilet and I came back and my friends were gone. They were gone. I couldn't believe this. I was on my own, no money. And there was 5, I'm not sure if there was 6 nurses or 5, but there was about 5 or 6 nurses from Prince Phillip Hospital Llanelli drinking, sitting by the bar and drinking. And I said to them, excuse me, I said to them, did anyone of you notice my friends where they went to? No, they said, we've seen you drinking with your friends, but you went to the. We noticed you went to the toilet, and your friends have gone. They said, yeah. Well, I said they asked me to come to town for a few pints. I haven't got any money on me. They said, and I've lost them. Do not worry, these nurses said to me. We'll look after you. Now, this is absolutely true what I'm telling you. The 5 or 6 nurses from Prince Philip started buying me beer. They took me up to the nightclub, the Raffles nightclub in Llanelli. They bought me beer there. They were dancing with me all night. They took me then for a meal, an Indian meal. and they paid for my taxi to go home. Honestly, that's how good these nurses were to me. And to this day, I don't know who they were. Of course, I go back 1984. I was in my mid-30s then. They were around about young 30s or late 20s. I don't know if they're still alive or not, but this is how good the nurses were to me during the miners' strike. So I support them fully. Okay.